Welcome to episode 3 of Sweaty Saturday. In this series, I pick a meta deck or a deck that I think is strong, and then I switch over to gameplay and I explain all my actions and thought process in depth. If you enjoy these type of videos, make sure to like and leave a comment with what deck you'd like to see featured next. And this week, we're going to look at one of my favorite decks of all time, Taliyah and Ziggs. Midrange Landmarks is a tempo deck built around summoning and destroying landmarks to level up your champions. Ziggs has incredible stats as a 3/4 for 3 mana and hits the enemy nexus every time you destroy a landmark once he's leveled. When Ziggs attacks, he deals 2 to the blocker and 2 to the enemy nexus. And as it turns out, having overwhelm when you remove health from a blocker is extremely powerful. Taliyah is even better at removing health from blockers with her ability, which is why we're playing Absolver and Herald of the Magus to finish most games with a huge swing. Some general advice for this deck is to be careful with board space, especially when you want to play Taliyah. Throwing landmarks into the void isn't something you want to be doing with a tempo deck. The backup plan when playing this deck is the burn from level 2 Ziggs and, of course, the fella with the giant bomb, Arsenal. Sometimes all you need when everything else fails is a little bit of luck and some sweet spell shield and elusive action to close out the game.
That's why they call me the Arsenal.
The mulligan is simple for this deck. Get your 1, 2, and 3 costs. Especially that Endless Devout is extremely important. It acts as the glue of the entire deck. A unit that summons a landmark to enable all your synergies, and you get a 5/3 fearsome on top. You can use Vulnerable from Rockhopper and Unraveled Earth to kill your Endless Devout too. One final shout out to Hexplosive Minefield for the ridiculous setups you can do for lethal sometimes by copying it with Taliyah and destroying the landmark for multiple stuns. And to the newly buffed Safety Inspector, who feels a lot better at the 5 mana slot. Ziggs and Taliyah landmarks wasn't very good during the Seraphine meta. Stuns, recalls, and just generally how utterly impossible it was to get a meaningful attack in against those decks meant their win rate plummeted. But with the nerfs and the new meta, I'm convinced they'll be brought back to glory. I decided to play this deck because this is one of the most requested decks to appear in this series. So don't forget to like the video and let me know what deck you want to see next. Okay, we're against Slay, Kindred, and Nasus. Same plan as every other game. 2-drop, 3-drop. Hexplosive Minefield is very good, especially if you compare it with Unleashed Energy. I like the Rockhopper, but Rockhopper in general against any deck with Val Feast is quite bad. I will still keep it, because the Vulnerable can matter. Just wanted to quickly mention that if you're looking for quality Runeterra articles, make sure to check out the Mastering Runeterra link below, and you can use coupon code Snnuy for 10% off subscriptions. But if they Val Feast the Rockhopper, the Spider gets summoned and it gets vulnerable, and it's not great. It's not great. Okay, get 2 damage in. Every bit of damage definitely matters. We're a lot more scared of the Trash variant than the Kindred variant, to be honest. Especially now that we have Rite of the Arcane as a trio. This is basically the perfect curve. It does get worse against Shadow Owls. So we played the 3-drop. And now it's hard for them to develop. They might just pass. Oh, it's an Altar of Blood version. Okay. So we're just gonna push a lot of damage here. And this is gonna be how we're gonna try to win this game. A stun landmark, honestly, wouldn't be too bad. Okay. Well, yeah. No stun landmark. Wait, this is +4/+2. If we drop the bomb here, we proc this, we have lethal, depending on what they do. This could be lethal, so I'm going for it. It's not lethal. It was close, though. Wait, is it lethal now? Should we play this? 5/3. 5/3, we turn this into a 6/3. It's exactly 1 off, right? 5, 8, 10. No, it's 2 off. So they're at 6 mana? 4. This is lethal now, because they did that attack, right? 6, 8. Yeah, this is lethal. Because they did that attack, we now have lethal. Okay, let's see if it's enough. They could still have Valfeast. Valfeast stops us, but it also delays this. Oh, got him. All right, so this is exactly the attack I was planning on. Unleashed Energy lets you do some really stupid stuff sometimes, but it's also a really easy card to brick your hand. The final attack was a little bit sus there, but yeah, they just didn't know what I was setting up for. So GG, GG. Okay. There seems to be a lot of aggro on the ladder right now, like ridiculous amounts of aggro, honestly. Okay, we only have 2 of these in the deck, so this time I will play it. We can also play this on the turn 4 when they play Renekton. Yeah, that seems fine. If aggro does end up just being huge on the ladder, there's honestly very good ways to tech this deck to be able to play against a little more, but it's never easy. Like, Ancient Prep does become a lot better of a card against these type of lists. This is... okay, they just don't have anything in hand. Interesting. I will play the Endless Devout here because we have Riot Arcane, Taliyah. We just want that landmark as fast as possible. Yeah, so it will probably be a Renekton here, right? And then we can stun that with this. So a really good play we can make here is stun the Renekton when it comes down. And then next turn, we use the Riot Arcane on the Renekton. So we kill this and then we stun that, right? What's the best card to play here? Is it Ziggs? I think it's Ziggs. Ziggs is more damage. It's 1 more damage. And we have double Ziggs. I probably wouldn't play Ziggs if we didn't have another one in the hand. Because again, this seems like a bit of a weird deck. So if they're running cards like Desert Jewel or something, it becomes really awkward. So we can start here. Let's start here. And then do the Arcane. Because if there is a target that gets vulnerable, it might make our attack even stronger. Okay. Opponent plays a unit. It'll get vulnerable. We're gonna play Riot Arcane on Renekton. The 4-2 will be stunned. We're gonna probably pull whatever unit they play with the 3-3 to get our landmark. And then next turn, we're gonna copy the landmark with Taliyah, leveling her up. And then we have an Absolver lethal. Perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Actually, this will get stunned. So it's not perfect. Never mind. I take that back. It's not super perfect. We waste the stun here. That is one thing. It would have been much better if the 4-2 got stunned. But the fact we go into turn 5 with enough health is honestly just it's kind of great. Okay, they throw out the Riot Arcane. Fine. Pull this. We get rid of our own vulnerable. Honestly, I'm down to attack with Ziggs too. Am I? No, they're gonna block with the 4-2 Renekton. No, okay, let's not. That's fine. So because Renekton didn't die, that might actually mean that we don't play Taliyah this turn, and instead we copy the Explosive Minefield on the next turn. Let's see what happens. There's a lot of different directions we can go here.
Sun's beneath me and winds behind me.
So we're definitely gonna do that. Problem is board space. Okay, well, there's no way they're not attacking with that, right?
You over.
Thing is, Absolver is honestly really good here, but can we win this game without the Absolver?
Come on.
You think it's Ziggs spell? Ziggs spell is honestly fine too. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I was thinking about the Ziggs spell, but yeah, no, it's always the best player, right? Just do this. Yeah, you're right. This was the best play. I usually try to hold back on playing the Ziggs spell because it's such a good unit to have, but this is actually just ridiculous. This is really, really good. We are just gonna copy the stun landmark here. We have Riot Arcane. Almost nothing they can do.
Point the way.
I said that before, right? But yeah. We have Absolver active now, so this is just a lethal swing.
Sand and trouble far as the eye can see. Relax your knees.
14 with Absolver. No, it's... yeah, we can stun, but it's not lethal. We'll go for it. I mean, it's so much damage. It should eventually be a win anyway, right? Because we get to deal 10 with Taliyah, 14. Opponent's gonna be at 3 HP. This procs level Ziggs, and then as soon as this procs, it's 3 more damage because this hits for 1, and with the Ziggs level up, it deals 2 more. So all we need to do is just pass this turn. If Taliyah dies, it's fine. We protect Ziggs and we win. The only thing that needs to happen here is Ziggs needs to survive. Even Curse to the Tomb, we should be able to survive here.
Out of the way.
We could actually die here. Okay. Minus 18. Okay. Even if they Rite of Negation, we're not dead because of Absolver. Okay. We survived the Rite here. We lived through Rite, which is pretty huge because then we win no matter what. Because if they Rite, they have no mana left, which means we can do double Absolver. We live by 1 HP, the turn ends. Oh my god. Bro, that's terrifying. that's really scary, actually. Okay, turn ends and we win. GG. Alright, GG. We got it. That was a scary end. That was a scary end right there. Alright, we got him. Good game. Good game.
We should do this more often.
Okay, and here's a game against Victor Seraphine, which is really interesting. This will be an interesting one. This deck is one of the reasons why Ziggs Taliyah was not great in the last patch, because it just doesn't beat it. Simply, like, every deck was Seraphine and Ziggs Taliyah was just not great against any of those incarnations. So I'm very interested to see how this one will play out.
I don't do meditation.
Ideally, we would be attacking on turn 3 here, but I'll take it. Okay, so we're gonna play Rockhopper, and they're probably gonna play Taliyah
And wins behind me.
to give the Taliyah vulnerable. Oh, not Taliyah, Seraphine. I'm messing up names. I really apologize. I have everything in my mind. I'm trying to explain as well as I can, but it's not great. Okay, so we can kill the 1/1, I guess. Not the play I expected, but it's possible they just wanted to get rid of the vulnerable landmark and they used it as their new spell. So they're happy with what the card's done, I guess.
We each hold a world within.
Did somebody say
To the stars.
Pastel Black Cat. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that.
watch me?
I'm pretty happy with Taliyah on Perseverium. Usually in slower matchup, that's great. We still run into the issue that they could just one-shot us, right? Especially with this card here.
The time of machines is now.
It's not a bad draw. We really need some more landmarks, though.
Of course. The materials.
Victor, I mean, Ziggs is at 2. So one, we copied this with Taliyah. Ziggs is going to be leveled. Okay. Yeah, just to activate the Dragonling, I'm assuming. Draw a card. Next turn we draw 2 more cards. We're pretty good on the tempo here. Ziggs levels, Taliyah does not. Yeah, Taliyah on leveling is pretty awkward here, honestly.
Another brilliant design.
Wow, that could be a blowout, honestly.
Frailty.
Wide good for opponent there. Luckily, we do have the Pokey, which denies their 4 healing as well. Hourglass levels Taliyah? It does, yes. But then we won't have mana for Absolver as well now. This levels Taliyah, but that's good. That's actually enough mana for Absolver plus Perseverium. Challenger. Wow, if they use... Wow! Wait, that's a misplay from opponent there, not using this before the attack. That could have been huge. Could have been huge for them. The Chemist now also levels Taliyah. Okay. We really don't need more cards.
Until I'm through weaving it.
We really don't need another Perseverium here. I think we're good on the card department here. Right, see.
Of course. No materials, no improvements.
Ziggs is actually more important than Taliyah right now. Yeah, the top is quite good there for the victor. I think this is better. Yeah, there were a ton of outs there. I don't know if this is correct, but they have 7 mana. The thing is, okay, I should explain that more. We had 5 mana, right? I want Ziggs to stay alive because all we need to do is unleash energy on this and it's a burst speed lethal. That's all it takes. So if I go Absolver, I'm all in. I had no mana left, which leaves every option to our opponent. There will be nothing else they can do, right? Okay, so now we go Absolver. This is going to be very confusing for our opponent. They're going to be like, what the hell? You had Absolver. Why didn't you just use that, right? But if Ziggs lives here, we have lead. Wasn't Absolver lethal? Yes, but they had 7 mana, and it's Ionia. So now, by keeping Ziggs alive, I have burst speed lethal. Unless they start with a health pot, we win here. I'd be very impressed if opponent figures out that line. If they have Ionian Telstones and they go for health pot, I would be impressed. Okay, so we win. So there's no more health pot. You're right, there's no more health pot in the Telstones. Thank you. Yeah, we just won. So this is why I made that play. I'm a lot more happy just taking the burst speed lethal here. If we did Absolver, we'd have no mana left. They could recall, they could do whatever they want. And we would lose one champion, possibly both. This way, we killed Victor, we kept Ziggs alive, and we had the burst speed lethal for absolutely no counterplay. And the fact that health pot was removed from Telstone is something I completely forgot. But yeah, that helps a lot. A lot.
Fire.
Too hot to stop.
Easelvor, thank you for the prime sub. Got a match against aggro here. All right. This is a great card against aggro. We need some 1 and 2 drops though. I'd almost consider keeping the Hexplosive Minefield, but yeah. All right, pretty good hand. Pretty good hand. The most threatening 1-drop this deck runs back in the days was a Legion Rearguard, and not even every single deck ran that card. So nice. Oh. So we can play the Rockhopper, but we cannot attack with it because they have Jury Rigs. We don't want them to play a burst speed blocker and then just destroy our 3-1 for no reason. Yeah, we're just gonna pass here. This might seem weird, but I'm playing around Jury Rig. Okay, they probably didn't have it then.
Too slow, stupid.
So I think it's just using this to block Draven. Stun. I don't like stun because then we have no other card to play. I just want to play my 3 drops. Actually, did they discard? Wait, what happened to the Draven? Why couldn't I see the Draven Axe?
Let's do this.
That's weird. I really don't care about that. I was looking at their hand and I did not see the Draven Axe. Okay, we're gonna top deck right of the Arcane here. Right of our... Damn it. That's the one.
Rules are made to be broken. Like this. For people.
The blowout here is survival skills, but I don't think they ran that card. Okay. So they'll probably attack here. We just have to kill the Jinx.
No one's the wiser.
Wait, they run the Saboteur. I was not aware of that. Okay, we'll get rid of that. We could play the stun first, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay. No blocker for Draven. That's pretty good. Double Jinx hand. We might need to take 3 from the Draven here.
Let's boogie.
Behind you.
Yeah, take 3. Yeah. All right, we take 6 instead. We're at 14. We have a right negation. Okay, we have this, so we always do this here.
They are my people, and I am theirs.
We need another card that destroys landmarks.
I will weave my own path.
The answer is here
Wow.
somewhere.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, Jinx gets the rocket because of that.
I'm on a roll.
All right, double Jinx hand into this is very premium for opponent. That's rough, man. That's very, very good. I was playing around almost everyone, but I feel like there was just no way
How easy on the hand.
to beat that specific set of cards. So we take 4 here. That's very powerful, damn. Yeah, that sucks. All right. That's the card I wanted. Okay, this is the single best top deck in the game. There was nothing better we could have drawn here, at all. This is the game-winning card. Okay, well we'll take that and we'll deny the rocket in case they get one. We have lethal next turn. We play Ziggs, these two will pop, that's 4 damage. Taliyah will attack. Raven is stunned, they don't get more discard, so unless they have 3rd Jinx, we're just chilling here. Even 3rd Jinx we can beat because this is a 4/5. Oh wait, that was their Jinx. Because of the different art. This was their 3rd Jinx. They had 3 Jinx in hand.
A little boom and one really big one.
Wait.
Time to
Okay, they weren't able to get the rocket. So we take 2. We get 2 fearsome attackers. Yeah, I don't think playing this matters, but whatever. Get in there. Okay, here we go. This has to be the attack.
Lady Luck is smiling.
Cyrodal, thank you for the 4 months. Attack. We don't have Absolver, which does suck, but that's -31. So let's see what they can do here. They can block 1 fearsome. That should still be lethal. Taliyah does 4, Ziggs does 2, this will do 5.
with your name on it.
Yeah, that should be lethal. Yeah. They have 2 cards. We have a right negation. Even if they kill this, it's still lethal. GG. All right, that was. They had a very good hand, but we still got there. I'm honestly pretty impressed we got there, but it's for a big part because of the right arcane. Top deck most of all, but also the one we predicted earlier, plus the fact we had multiple 3-drops. I feel like this has to be a very unfavored matchup if they get like House Spider into the Arena Battlecaster or something. Is it called Arena Battlecaster? The 2/2 that gives everything +1 attack. That has to be very unfavored if that's what their draws are. This felt nice though. It felt nice. This is a very consistent deck. Okay, more aggro. There's a lot of aggro on the ladder right now, which is interesting. We're on day 2 of the ladder. So I have no idea what to expect, but aggro seems to be powerful again. A lot of different variants of aggro.
Let's go make some friends, Tibbers.
Okay. Annie is annoying to deal with for a couple of turns. He will probably get another attack in before we can play the Endless Devout, but after that she should just be a death card. Fantastic draw. I like this as a card that deals with Jhin. I don't necessarily want to throw this on the Annie.
Too slow, stupid.
Okay, we have to pull and kill that. Fine.
Watch me.
So next turn we're gonna find out if they have a Jhin in hand.
My board.
Let's see. If they open attack? No open.
I can do this.
So we'll play this. Another one.
The wings on
Alright.
the bilge wasp.
Triple 1-drop is rough.
Put this here.
Okay, no Jhin in hand. It's good to know. We're blocking here because we're just gonna Poké Stick this. If Annie levels, is that bad for us? Something I will have to consider. But it's likely she just levels, right? 4 out of 6. Okay, we'll start here. Let's see if it's a fervor. Looks like it is. It's a fervor. Okay, so we're at 10 HP. We took a lot of damage here, which I wasn't really expecting. We had a decent opener. Okay, we're gonna just right negate this and destroy one of our mana gems. Kinda have to. If this levels, I don't think we have a good way of dealing with Tibbers. Three cards in hand for opponent.
I never miss.
See what they have. Annoying. Pokesick is great, actually. Very good.
Finger on the trigger. Captain's orders. Bullet to the face.
Okay, we're at 7 HP, which is very low. We're not getting much done. Really need to draw a champion here. Like, Taliyah top deck would be beautiful. Ziggs works too, I guess.
Another day, another explosion.
Definitely worse. I'm not happy being at 7 HP.
Come on, Tibbers. It's playtime.
This card doesn't do anything. This is a drop the bomb. This is the second Ziggs is technically removal. We might have to go for that. We could kill the Annie with it. Right now we can block the Annie though. Or do we want to draw into something better? I think it's just second Ziggs. That seems good to me. Oh, that's new that they're running that card. Pretty worrying because now we're at 5. Bit worrying. Jhin is at 8 out of 12, but we can stun the Jhin when he comes down. Okay. Let's see here. We just need to survive one more turn, and we should be good to go. Absolver is in. Fantastic.
If we seek forgiveness, we must commit all.
Okay. So we have to stun this here?
Close to us, we cannot turn away.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is that we have to use the Unleash. Wow. So we're at 3. Okay. It's winnable. I think we might have lethal next turn too. I think we have lethal, but I'm not sure.
It's lovely. Very neat.
Okay. Okay. Why not killing Annie? Because technically we can do this to block the Annie, and then our 5-1 survives, right? So the thing we can do this turn is we can leave this up and hope they don't get a fervor. And if that's the case, wait, okay, let's do math here. 3 Ziggs levels from these two. 5, 7, 11. Okay, it should be lethal either way, so we can do this. Stun Annie? No, stun Annie is the worst player. It's just this. This kills the Annie. We have something with 5 speed. They have no board. I was considering not doing this because next turn, both our cards, our landmarks proc, and then we can use Unleash Energy on this to stun the Annie to have lethal guarantee because we keep the +4 attack, right?
Little boom, and one
But
really big one.
with Absolver, it's still lethal here. 6, 11, yeah, it's 13. So, okay.
Light the fuse.
Let's see. I should have actually done both here. All right, got it. Nice. Yeah, exactly. The reason why that was the correct play is because we did not need to risk the top deck fervor. That was the only way we lost. So by going there, realizing that we had a Zolver in hand, this was the correct play. They have no fervor target? No, but I was considering leaving Annie alive because we could stun. And then it was also lethal. But at 3 HP, we weren't dead to Sigil, we weren't dead to Fervor because they had no unit, and Decimate is slow speed.
Thinking outside the box, Zillion Victor, time bomb printer, 1-2 pop. Meta shifter, not a quitter, fighting for LPP. Snnuy